Dear audience, do subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you will be first notified when I upload a new video. This channel is to help you seek clarity by breaking away from any subjectivity. Seeing things clearly and objectively will make you a calm and peaceful person. I am a certified professional coach and a certified HRTF trainer. I am promoting reflection process with logical thinking to gain clarity and to demonstrate how to do reflection process objectively with logical thinking. I will continuously to demonstrate reflection process with logical thinking through different topics. This channel is not about the topic. It is about doing reflection objectively. The topic is just to facilitate the reflection. It has 3 stages in this reflection process. Stage 1 is about facts and information. Stage 2 is about logical thinking. And stage 3 is about action plan. Any thinking without an action plan is meaningless because ultimately it is about what you do next, how to adjust and move forward, how to improve and better towards success or goal. You watch this video to the end because the gist is in the conclusion. Don't skip. If you skip, you might not be able to understand the gist in the conclusion. Dear audience, do you think conquering procrastination is about techniques and skills? If so, if I provide you a list of techniques and skills, do you think you really can do it and you can conquer procrastination? It's that simple. I am a very practical, energetic, and action-oriented person. Do you think I have procrastination issue? If I tell you that this is one of my biggest challenges, do you believe? I have been watching and paying attention on my intrinsic world. In other words, what's going on in me when I procrastinate? What's going on my mind, in my heart, and in my body? Finally, I saw the logic and I want to share it with you. In a nutshell, it is not about techniques or skills. It is about the logic of my intrinsic world. A war is going on in me internally. It is about my mind, my heart, and my body. It is a matter of which one wins, which one is weak, which one is strong. The strong one will win, and the weak one will be conquered. In this video, I want to share with you the facts and reality of what I have been going through in order to conquer my procrastination. In other words, what it takes to conquer my procrastination. Let's move on to stage 1, mindfulness. Stage 1, mindfulness. This is about facts and information. The topic today is what it takes to conquer my procrastination. The logic is, in order to know what it takes, we must understand the logic of procrastination, how it happens, why it happens, and what's going on within us. Here are what have been going on in me in reality. Here are the movements I have noticed and I have set inside me. Generally, I am aware that my mind is clear. I know I need to keep going. I need to get things done quickly and efficiently. I know that this is what I should do and what I must do. I am aware that my heart desires to fulfill responsibility and commitment. I want to, but at times I procrastinate. Why? Why would I procrastinate? My mind knows that I should do it. I need to do it. I must do it. It makes sense. And my heart desire to do it. I want to do it. My mind and my heart are in agreement. What's wrong? What's going on here? Here is what happens. At times, my body bogs me down. I feel lazy. I feel that I need a break. Then my mind gives in by justifying and compromising. I'm smart enough to know that I still have time. Or I could see that this is not my top priority. It is not so important at this point. It is okay to delay it and do it later. In other words, I am smart enough to justify my procrastination. And at times, I will be consumed by my work. I couldn't stop. I want to complete it. Even though I know that I should stop and go by my schedule and go by my plan. But I could not stop. I let my work consume me and drive me. When there are activities or events I truly desire to attend, I go by my desire. It is the kind of irresistible desire pull me away from my schedule plan. Yes, I drop it. I compromise and drop it for the event, for the activity I so desire to attend. Does it sound familiar to you? Do you also procrastinate under these circumstances? Let's look at it logically in stage 2 and stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. Stage 2 and stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. In my description, do you see these three key parts? My mind, my heart, and my body. The complication is when my mind is clear what I should do, what I must do, what I need to do, and my heart also desire to do so. I want to do it. My mind and my heart are in agreement, but my body is lazy, not in accord, moving in a different direction. Then my mind is smart enough to justify and to compromise. What does it tell you? What do you see? Here are the reality. Number one, in this case, my body is the driver. It influences my mind. That means my mind is weaker than my body. It also shows that the weaker one gives in by justifying and compromising, which give room for procrastination. Number two, procrastination takes place when any of these three is not in accord. As you can see, my body is not willing and it is stronger than my mind and my heart. This is how procrastination takes place. The same is true. At times, my mind is not willing or my heart is not so desirable. Even though my body is willing, it doesn't work. I'm sure you have the same experience. Recall that and confirm. This is the reality. Number three, in reality, my desire was the strongest driver when I was younger. But now, the strongest driver in me is my mind. This is when the maturity and the wisdom have formed. Let's do a fact check. Recall this Do you have the moment when your desire to want something or to want to do something so strong that your mind and your body are not functioning as usual? Your mind and your body are taken over by the desire. You will just do it, ignoring your mind and your body. This happened when you are younger in age. Because when you are younger, you have less self control. In this situation, procrastination happens because your strong desire has taken your focus away from what you should do, what you need to do, or what you must do. Suggestion for action plan is find your driver. Think about those moments when you are so driven, so much so that procrastination has no room to step in. For example, number one, I know that when this thing is absolutely important to me, my mind will be strong enough to drive my heart and my body, even though my body is not so willing or my heart is not so desirable. Number two, when I strongly believe so, my mind will be strong enough to drive my heart and my body, although my body is not so willing to do so, or my heart is not so desirable. Number three, I know that when I have fully understood, when I see clearly and see what really makes sense, my mind will be strong enough to drive my heart and my body, although my body is not so willing or my heart is not so desirable. Number four, I know that when I have fully considered the consequences of procrastination or the price and the risk of procrastination, my mind will be strong enough to drive my heart and my body, although my body might not be willing or my heart might not be so desirable. Dear audience, do you see that it is the driver that conquers my procrastination, not the techniques or skills? The logic is if my mind is weak or my desire is too strong, my body will be dragging. The logic is if my mind is weak or my heart's desire is so strong, my body is not doing anything. Now, do you see that procrastination is about the body not performing, not in action? My body is not doing what I should do, what I must do, what I'm obligated to do, what I need to do. In conclusion, the driver must be the mind because the mind is the logical thinking center where the good sense and the good judgments are formed. The heart is the feeling center. Feelings are the release of emotion chemicals through the instigation or the provoking agents. Don't follow the feelings. Feelings are not reliable, not firm. Because this moment you feel so, the next moment you will feel differently. Last but not least, the body is the action center. It is physical. It could be influenced by laziness, pleasure, health, DNA, etc. But the body receives instruction from the mind. If the mind is the strong driver, the body will do it. Dear audience, are you clear now? It is the driver that conquers the procrastination, not the techniques or skills. Therefore, we should train our mind to be strong by training our mind to think logically. Once you see what makes sense, see your obligation, see that it is important, see the consequences, and believe that this is what you really need to do, you will do it. Then procrastination has no room in you. Ultimately, you procrastinate because your mind is weak. Your mind gives in with justification. You justify because you don't see how important it is to stick to the plan. Why? Because during your planning, you don't plan right. You don't plan according to what you truly believe, what you have seen clearly, what it really makes sense. You don't believe strongly because you don't see the consequences. You don't see the price and the risk you have to pay. You don't see the logic. You don't see what really makes sense, etc. Now, does it make sense to you? Do you see the logic? In a nutshell, it is not about the techniques or the skills. It is about the logic of your intrinsic world, the logic of the driver. Which one is driving? Your mind, your heart, or your body? Make sure your mind drives. Dear audience, do subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you will be first notified when I upload a new video. This channel is to help you seek clarity by breaking away from any subjectivity. See things clearly and objectively will make you a calm and peaceful person. I am a certified professional coach and a certified HRTF trainer. I am promoting reflection process with logical thinking to gain clarity and to demonstrate how to do reflection process objectively with logical thinking. I will continuously to demonstrate reflection process with logical thinking through different topics. My concern is the way you do reflection. I am concerned of the basis of your interpretation. Yes, looking into yourself is the first step of reflection. But think about this question. What is the basis of your interpretation? What is the basis of your thinking? What is the basis of your reflection? Are you objective? Before you answer this, think about what is objective. Do you base on facts and information? Are your facts and information credible, reliable? How do you do logical thinking? Do you just think about what others say? Learn to do reflection process objectively by watching Reflection Time with Alicia Tay to gain clarity. Because wisdom comes from reflection. Logical thinking is the beginning of wisdom. Ultimately, clarity leads to wisdom. Be a wise person. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in my next video.